How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the Year 9 Season 2 patch notes for Rainbow Six Siege. There's been a lot of switches up, so we're just going to go over the most basic ones. But to start off, we got a zombie, so her Kiba Bears do take more damage now from any weapons in general. I guess the devs felt like this change needed to be made. I don't think it was too necessary, but as you can see on the screen, this shows you the stats of what they look like. They also made a quick slight change to Buck. The only thing they took out the Gon 6 as a secondary weapon. I don't think most people ran this anyway, so I don't think this is going to make too big of a difference, but I typically like to play Buck a lot, and I can tell you from my experience that I don't really use the Gon 6, so I don't think this is going to be an issue with too many people. Okay, now the next operator we have is Echo. Now, as you can see here, guys, they decided to bring back the 3 armor. Originally it was 2, now he's a 3 armor, and now he's going to be a 1 speed instead of a 2 speed. For me, I don't think there's too big of a difference. I do play Echo a lot, so I'm not really upset at this particular switch, but they did also do a change to the loadout. They added magnified scopes, so that's going to be the 1.5. I am kind of happy about that because he did used to have it before and they took it out. So now this is definitely going to make me want to play Echo way more often now. For my people that like to play Ella, Ella's not going to have observation blockers anymore. She's going to have impacts again. She had impacts a long time ago, but now it's good to see her with impacts once again. This is definitely a buff in my opinion, so you're definitely going to be able to utilize her more on defense now, be able to make some rotates, whatever the case may be, but having impacts on defense is always a positive thing. For Gridlock, her track stingers now do more damage, so it increased to 15. Originally it was 10. It's a small change, but typically one better. So now for all my Gridlock mains, now this is going to be a positive for you guys. Even though it's only 5 HP, still it can make a huge difference down the line. So this is definitely a buff as well. And now for Melusi, this has definitely been the operator that got changed the most. She's going to have more Banshees now. She's going to have 4 now instead of 3. So that's going to make her a lot more playable now. So you're definitely going to see more people run her. Even though she's already good, they just made her even better this season. And for her loadout, they did remove the 1.5 from her gun. She has one of the best guns in the game in general. So in my opinion, I think this change is a huge W in my opinion. I think it's worth it. And now we're going to take a look into Wamai. So unfortunately for Wamai, the only thing they really switched was they removed the 1.5 scope from his gun. So now he's not going to be played as much, even though he's still one of the best defenders in the game in my opinion. I think the 1.5 just basically sets apart many operators from each other in terms of gameplay wise. So despite that being the only change, I think it was a huge change, and obviously that's going to be a nerf down the line because we all know 1.5 side is the best in the game, and that's what most people like to run most of the time.